think we're live. So welcome. This is our first live feed for the Force Institute, Jedi, or the Academy of Jedi Arts. Today we're going to review the Youngling curriculum. So pardon the, I'm still working out the technology part of it. So I've got the iPhone shooting Facebook, and I've got a laptop that's going to be feeding to YouTube. So just bear with me, and we'll get this worked out in the next couple of live feeds. And if worse comes to worse, we'll repost the Facebook feed over to the YouTube so that everybody can see what's going on. So we don't have a lot of room today, so I think this will be all right. Just give me a second. Let me turn the laptop so I can see what we're looking at here. All right. That's pretty far, isn't it? Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so when we're all said and done, when the video is all over and the live feed is done, please leave some comments in the comments section. If the audio is not loud enough, whatever, that you guys can feed back to me to help me make the feeds more beneficial. All right, so today we're going to actually go through the Youngling curriculum and from start to finish. We always start every class the same way with a few minutes or a few moments of quiet sitting. So I just go ahead and have a seat, those of you that are at home. You can sit on your bottom or you can sit on your knees. It doesn't matter which. If you're going to sit over here, sit over here. Yeah. So I got a couple of people joining me today in class. Yeah. All right. So sit nice, straight, and tall. Take a few breaths. All right, go ahead and stand up. All right, so with everything that's going on in the world, if you are meeting a few people together, make sure that you're far enough away. Over here, you stand over there. Wait, come back over here. All right, there you go. Good. You're shorter. Come back over here. Come over a little bit. There you go. That's perfect. Move over just a little bit more. You got to be 6 feet away from me, right? Okay, good. All right, so the very first thing that we do once we rise from our meditation and our contemplation, sitting, being quiet, we're going to move right into our centering form. So the Youngling centering form involves 3 different movements. The movements are rise and fall, or up and down, side to side, swaying side to side, and pushing and pulling. Everything that we do starts the same way. Your heel, scoot this way a little bit. Scoot this way. Scoot this way just a little bit. There you go. So Felicity's going to be in front. Scoot over a little bit more. There we go. We'll keep our nice social distancing from each other today. All right? And how do we start? We always start with our heels together, toes apart, and our hands in the front. Hands rise all the way up, coming around, and lift. Lifting the arms up. Bring them out, step out with that left foot, and push down. Rise up, down, rise up, and one more time, down. So each movement is done 3 times. Once you're here, now you're going to rotate. So we turn to the left. 1, and then back. So left and right makes 1 repetition. Back to the left. Back to the right. And we have 1 more. Back to the left. Back to the right. Pull the hands in. Rotate. And now we're going to do push-pull. So we push. pull back, falling back, push, falling back to the right, push, fall back to the left. So that's 3 on that side. Now we turn and push, back, push, back, and push. Come back to the front, lift, turn the hands over, push down, hands come out to the side, and then bring that left foot back in, up to the middle, down in the center. Okay? So we're going to do it one more time. This time we're going to talk a little bit more about things to watch for as you're doing it at home or practicing on your own. The first thing is your breath always follows the movements of your body. Stand nice and still. Yeah. Stand straight and tall. Nice and still. Good. So your breathing always follows the movements of your body. There are certain things that the Youngling centering form is meant to do, and that is to really kind of tap into the way that the body moves, loads weight back and forth. We're going to talk just a little bit about those as we go through it this time. So we start in our starting position. All right? Heels are together, toes are apart, nice, straight and tall. As the hands rise, you breathe in. Breathe in. Nice big breath. Breathe out as the hands come around. That's it. Breathe in as the hands lift. And then as you step out, you're going to breathe out. Drop the weight down, making sure you have your knees nice and bent, right? The tops of your legs are going to be about 45. Your shins are going to be straight up and down as we drop. Breathe in as you rise up. Breathe out as you fall back down. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Turn. Breathing in. And then breathe out as you rotate back around the other way. When you're doing these rotations, you want to make sure that the knees stay bent and that the hips and upper torso are rotating around. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the hands in. Breathing in. Turn. Breathe out. So on this one, you want to make sure that the front foot is facing in the direction you're going straight. The back foot is off at a slight angle and the hips are forward. Breathing out as you push. Fall back, catching. All of your weight now is on this back leg. Come on, Felicity. In that leg. Get back. Pull back. That's it. Back. That's it. And push forward. Good. One more. We have 3 each time, right? How many have we done? 1 or 2? 2. We got one more. Push. And back, right? Turn. Now we're going to go the other way. Push. Breathing out. Breathe in. Back. Breathe. Push. Breathe in as you pull back. Breathe out as you push. Breathe in as you turn back to the front and lift. Breathe out as the hands go down. Good. Arms come up. Breathing in. Breathe out. Go back down. Good. So centering form for the Younglings. So the Younglings have, that's the first centering form for them. Then we move into the weaponless defense forms. The weaponless defense forms for the Younglings are actually a one-step sparring exercise that I learned when I first started training in Japanese karate. And I thought it was such an interesting learning tool that I integrated it into the curriculum for the Younglings. So it's composed of a set of 5 different attacks. We changed it just a little bit. So those of you that have seen this in other incarnations, yes, that's what it is, but we've changed it just slightly. Each technique changes. Do you know the first technique? What's the first technique, Felicity? Chop. The chop, right? So you're going to do a chop to the side of the neck. What's the second one? Hammer. Hammer strike to the side of the head. What's the third one?
Short punch.
Short punch. And it's a short vertical punch that goes to the body, to the rib cage. What's the next one?
Force push.
Force push. Good. Force push. We call force pushing a palm heel. For martial artists in the audience, palm heel strike is what we call a force push, right? And then the last one, what's the last strike? Knuckles, a knuckle strike, right? A knuckle strike is everybody's favorite. Okay, so how do we start? We start the same way that we have for everything else. The heels are together, the toes are apart. Hands in the front, thumbs and pointer fingers touching. Hands come up and around. Good. Now you're going to step back with your right foot and block. Get your block up. Good. Oh, you're on the block. Your Jedi left hand. Yep, that's it. So then you're going to kick with your right foot and make a chop. Ready? Go. So kick, chop. Look that way. 2 force pushes. 1, 2. Step back and ready. Protect your head, protect your face. Rise back up. Good. Number 2 is going to be a hammer strike. All the rest of the techniques stay the same. It's just the technique after the kick is what changes. So here we go. Step back block. Kick and hammer strike. 2 force pushes. Step back ready. And up. Good. Here we go. Ready? Step back block. This is going to be a vertical punch. Kick and short punch. Kick, short punch. 2 force pushes. 1, 2. Step back. Cover up your head. Cover up your face. Protect yourself. And up. Here we go. Ready? What's next? You remember? Force push is next. So everybody step back block. Kick and force push. 2 more force pushes. Step back ready. Protect your head. Watch your face. And up. Last one is going to be knuckles. Here we go. Step back block. And kick and knuckles. 2 force pushes. Step back ready. And up. How many breaths do we take? 2. So after the first breath, on the second breath, the hands come back and around. Breathing in, breathing out, down to the center. Good. Okay. Real good. All right, so after we do our centering forms and our weaponless defense forms, we move into our saber work. All right? So for the younglings, the saber work consists of postures, blocks, and strikes. So we're going to go over those next. We're going to grab our sabers. So just give me 1 second. Let me grab my training saber. All right, so for training, we use a polycarbonate training sabers. There's a bunch of different manufacturers that you have to stay 6 feet away now or I'll hit you. So scoot up here, right there. Come right here. Right there. Good. Okay. All right, so we use a couple of different manufacturers. The blades are polycarbonate. They're break resistant. They can't break them if you hit them hard enough. And the hilts are typically aircraft aluminum. All right, we'll talk in a later video, we'll talk a little bit about those. But for today, for the Youngling curriculum, we always start the same. The sabers are held in the front, up, and we pay respect, kind of changing our mindset, and we bow. Good, and then we turn sabers on, because if it's not on, it's not cool, right? What's our first posture that we learn? What's his first posture, Felicity, do you know? Middle, right? So middle. So in middle position, right, you stay facing straight ahead. In middle position, your right foot's forward, your left foot is back. And the saber is held where it points back to your belly button and is held out. It's really important to make sure that you don't hold it up, pointing up into outer space. It's got to be pointed at your opponent so that they don't come in to get you. All right? Here we are. All right, so middle. So everybody, right, practice middle. The second posture that we learn is going to be high. So we bring the saber up over our heads, looking through the window of our arms. That's it. That's good, right? Good. When you're standing in a high position, the saber blade is going to be pointing to the rear about 45 degrees. Right leg is still forward, left leg is still backwards. Good. 45 degrees. Right leg's forward, left leg's backwards. Hands are up to where you're looking through your arms like it's a window. The next posture is what, Felicity? What's the next posture? Say it out loud. You don't remember it? Low. So the saber comes all the way down, low position. But it's really important when you're in low position that the saber doesn't drop below knee high. Right? So when your knee is out here, your right leg's forward, the saber only comes down to where your knee is. Good. From there, from low position, you step forward with the left foot, bring the saber up beside your ear. So your left foot's going to be forward. Left foot's going to be forward. Right? Scoot over just a little bit to the right, Felicity. There you go, that's it. Get it right there. So your left foot's going to be forward, your right foot's going to be back, and the saber is held about a fist away from your temple on your right side. Yep, both hands on the saber. Both hands on the saber. Good. The saber is going to be slightly tilted back. Not straight up and down, slightly tilted back. Good. Right foot's forward, left foot's forward, right foot is in the back. So one more time, left foot is forward, right foot is in the back. Saber is about even with your temple, right? So the emitter is with your temple. Good. So the next posture, from here, we drop our right leg back and we drop the saber blade down where you can't see it. It's rear guard. We call this rear guard. Let's see, rear guard. Rear guard. That's it. Good. So rear guard, the weight is kind of forward on the left leg. The right leg is straight and the saber is back behind your body. So it's this way. And the idea is I want to conceal the saber blade so you can't see it. So I don't want it sticking out on the side here or on the other side. I want it straight back behind me. That's it. Then, next one, last posture. Both hands on the saber. Last posture. Push that left hand over. Bring the saber right by your head, but don't cut yourself. And drop it. And as it drops in, rotate that right foot back behind you. So now the saber is back threatening, back forward. The right leg is to the rear. The left leg is forward. But I shifted. I kind of went from this position and I rotated my hip around. Rotated my hip around. So if the saber got pushed backwards, it would hit my hip. Yeah? And then step back forward to middle again. So back middle. That's it. And yield, draw your right foot back. Draw your right foot back, lower the saber. And off. Good. Right? Good job. So, go have a seat. Go have a seat for a minute. Real quick, we'll be right back up. All right. So in all of the postures, it's really important to make sure that the feet are correct and that the saber is pointing in the right direction. Okay? And I know sometimes the videos may get skewed, get turned backwards or forwards. Remember on these, the only one that your left foot is forward is going to be the side guard, rear guard, and forward. When you do middle, high, and low, the right leg is forward. Okay? All right. You ready to do some blocks? Grab your saber and come back up here. Quick. Things apply. Scoot over a little bit. You can't be a camera hog. You can't have the whole camera. Stay right there. There you go. That's it. Perfect. Good. All right. So we've gone over all of our postures. Now we're going to talk a little bit about blocks. So the blocks are to the side of the neck, side of the neck, side of the knee, side of the knee, and top of the head, top of the head. Those are the basic Youngling and initiate blocks. The same for the postures. They're on the Youngling curriculum and the initiate curriculum. So here we go. So we start middle position. That's it. So the first one, is block side of the head, right? Side of the neck, side of the head. And you want to make sure that you're blocking with the last third of the saber hilt, or saber blade. Right? Rotate. Now you're going to block side of the head the other way. Block side of the knee. Bring the saber all the way around, step back. Block the other side of the knee. Good. Step forward, block overhead. And it's really important on these that I want it flat, not angled up or angled down. That's different. I want it flat so that you stop the entire blow from coming in. Drop the saber down, turn it over, step forward, and block again over the top of your head flat. Bring the leg back, and now you're in the middle again. Yeah? So let's do that one more time. So imagine someone cutting side of the head, side of the head, side of the knee, side of the knee, top of the head, top of the head. Right? So you're going to block. Here we go. Ready? Side of the head, side of the head, side of the knee. Drop that leg back, side of the knee. Step forward, top of the head, and top of the head. Step back, middle. One last time, and we're going to move into our strikes. Here we go. Right foot forward, Felicity. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Step back, middle. So now our cuts. So our cuts come all the way around our head. The blade doesn't come around our head like that. That's a bad idea. So the whole hilt is going to come around our head. So here we go. Middle position. Both hands up. Where's your saber belong? It doesn't belong pointing up in outer space. That's it. So here we go. Saber comes all the way around. Hilt goes around our head. Step forward and cut flat to the side of the head in front of you. Toward the camera. There you go. Because of space, I'm going to step backwards. Saber comes back around, and step back, and cut side of the head. I could keep coming forward, but for today, I'm going to go backwards and forwards. Saber comes around again, step forward, and cut side of the knee. Make sure that it's indexed where your opponent's knee is. Here it goes, back around your head, step back, and cut side of the knee on the other side. Good. Here we go. Over the top. Step forward. Cut straight down. Bring it around your body. Step back. Cut straight down again. And guess what? You're back in that low position. Bring the saber back up to middle. So let's do that one more time. Middle position. Let's see. Middle position. Right foot forward. Stop playing with your feet. Here we go. Saber comes around your head. Step forward and cut side of the head. Step forward. Good. Cut the other side. Step back, cut the other side of the head. That's it. Step backwards, cut the other side of the head. The other side of the head. Stop following. Stop following. Yep. What's the next attack, Felicity? The knee, right? That's why your saber down pointing at the ground. It's up at the head right now. So step forward, cut the knee. Step back, cut the knee. Here we go, step forward. Bring that saber around beside your body and cut straight overhead. Bring it on around, cut straight overhead again. And then raise right back up to middle position. Good. And draw your feet back, yield the saber, and off. All right, so turn around this way. Scoot back. No. I'm going to hit you in the head, so scoot back over there. I want everybody on live YouTube to watch me crack you on the head. So scoot over there, son. A little more. Move it over more. More forward. More forward, more forward, more forward. Perfect. Now turn around and face me. Good. All right, so those same things that we just worked on, now you're going to turn them into a partner drill. You're at more than 6 feet here, so if you're doing the lifesaver techniques correctly, you should have an issue with the current social distancing we have, which is very important that we keep that. When we do meet and we train, we're literally only training one or two people, make sure that you're following all the right protocol. Right? So for today, we're going to be doing a drill where we're going to be at saber distance from each other. Yes? Good. So what's the first thing that we do? We always show respect to our partner, and we always bow. Bring the sabers up middle. Right foot forward, your Jedi right foot. That's it. Good. All right. So saber comes all the way around. She's going to step forward and cut. I'm going to step forward and block, or step backwards to block. Come on forward, cut. Come forward, cut the knee. You got to step forward. You do this every class. Why all of a sudden now you're having a brain cramp? Switch your feet. Don't worry, I'm fixing to hit you in a minute. Step forward and cut the other knee. Step forward and cut the top of the head. Step forward and cut the top of the head. Back up, back up, back up. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, back up. Move, move, move. Stay back. Good. Scoot back, scoot back. Scoot back, you're too close. All right, here we go one more time. So forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top of the head. 5. Oh, top of the head and top of the head. Good. Here we go. I'm coming right back. 1, 2. Move your feet and block the saber. Good. Where are your saber supposed to be so I can stab you? Where's your saber supposed to be? Pointing toward me, not up in this space. That's it. Good. And yield. And bow. Saber off. Good. All right. Class seat. Okay, so today we did a quick review of all of the stuff that's involved in the Youngling curriculum. The Youngling curriculum is pretty simple. It's meant for children that are between the ages of 5 to 7. Once they get up to about 8 years old, they can actually start doing the adult curriculum. So here we go. All right? Everybody good? Have a seat. Okay, so quick review. All classes begin and end with a quiet moment where you sit, you just decompress a little bit, right? For younger children, it's a great opportunity for them to practice some self-discipline. Self-discipline about sitting still, not making noise, not fidgeting. I have one of the Felicity, which you saw up here with me. When she first started, she could not sit still more than like 2 seconds before she was all over the place. And her parents now tell me that she's able to sit for 3 minutes quietly, sitting, not moving, not making any noise, not fidgeting. So that's real good improvement. Moving from the sitting, you get up, and now you practice your centering forms. Centering forms are just body movement exercises. Practice your breathing, practice your body movement, breathing in, breathing out, those kind of things, right? For the Youngling ones, it's just 3 techniques. It's rise and fall, turning the core of the body, and then push and pull. Each one of those you do 3 repetitions, making sure that the breathing goes along with the body movements. The weaponless defense is a pretty simple drill. The weaponless defense drill is 5 techniques. It's a chop, a hammer strike, short punch, force push, and knuckle strike. And those are accompanied with the techniques that come along, step back and block, a kick, and then whatever technique goes, 2 force pushes, step back, on guard, blocking your head and your face, protecting your face and head. Then we move into the saber drills, right? For Youngling, saber drills consist of postures, blocks, and strikes. The postures are middle, high, low, side guard, rear guard, and forward. Okay? So just a quick review, the right foot's going to be forward, middle, high, low, side guard, rear guard, forward, and then back to middle. The blocks are blocking side of the head, side of the head, side of the knee, side of the knee, top of the head, top of the head. And then the strikes correspond to that, being striking side of the head, side of the head, side of the knee, top of the head, top of the head. When we finish class, which we're going to wrap up right now, basically what happens is you'll take a moment have a seat. You'll sit either on your bottom or on your knees, it doesn't matter, right? And just relax. What I like to do after class is now you just decompress a little bit. You think about the techniques and the things that you did during class, getting ready to go back out into the hectic world we live in now. So a couple breaths with me. Rise. And when we finish, we always end the same way, giving each other a greeting or until we see each other again, we say, may the force be with you. And I think that's it. So wrapping up the live feed, what I'd like everybody to do that's tuned in, again, I'm talking to two different cameras, so forgive me for that. But what I'd like you guys to do is give me some feedback. The things that you saw that we could improve with better equipment. And I am working out to where all of the feeds will come from one camera instead of several different places. So bear with me while we work through those technical difficulties. And then when it comes to this curriculum, I'll have a video on YouTube that actually lays in an instructional format from the Youngling curriculum. I appreciate those that stepped in and trained with me today in the Youngling curriculum. Appreciate you guys stopping by, and hope to continue doing more of these live feeds, but that's entirely up to you guys. If you like them, just let me know. So, all right, you guys have a great, great day. Bye.